Bloomberg Analyst Doubles Down on Big $100,000 Bitcoin BTC Prediction. Here's his timeline. The Daily Hodl. Bloomberg's lead commodity analyst Mike Malone is doubling down on his forecast for a six-figure Bitcoin BTC price tag. Bloomberg's lead commodity analyst Mike Malone is doubling down on his forecast for a six-figure Bitcoin BTC price tag. In a new interview with Kitco News, Malone says that adoption and demand F plus 1695 chars. Prince William and Kate Middleton are considering bringing one of their children to Queen Elizabeth II's funeral for a calculated reason, SheKnows. It seems like we're learning something new every single hour ahead of Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. On September 19, from last-minute invitations to changes in protocol, it seems as though everyone is trying to make her funeral the perfect send-off for Britons. If you purchase an independently reviewed product or service through a link on our website, SheKnows may receive an affiliate commission. It seems like we're learning something new every single hour. Plus 2193 chars. Tsunami warnings issued after 6.9 magnitude earthquake hits Taiwan, CNN. Hazardous tsunami waves are possible along coastlines within a 300-kilometer radius of a 6.9 magnitude earthquake that hit southeastern Taiwan on Sunday. The United States Geological Survey (USGS) has said a 6.9 magnitude earthquake hit southeastern Taiwan on Sunday, causing buildings to collapse and triggering tsunami warnings. The quake hit the Chisung Township in rural southeastern Taiwan and had plus 1,300 chars. Severe common cold cases increasing among young children may be pegged to COVID-19 lockdowns, Fox News. During this back-to-school season, doctors report an increase in severe cases of the common cold among some children, with more kids requiring hospital admission. COVID lockdowns may be to blame, as children have headed back to school over these last few weeks. Doctors have noticed an increase in severe cases of the common cold among some children from two of the most common viruses known to plus 7232 chars. NASA prepping for key fueling test of Artemis 1 moon rocket on Wednesday, Space.com. A successful test would keep Artemis 1 on track for a Sept. 27 liftoff. NASA is gearing up for a crucial fueling test of its Artemis 1 moon rocket on Wednesday, Sept. 21. That could keep the huge vehicle on track for a liftoff less than a week later. Artemis 1. The Phi. Plus 3332 chars. Ethan Nwaneri, 15 years old, becomes youngest player in Premier League history. NBC Sports. NBC Sports. 15-year-old Ethan Nwaneri makes his Arsenal debut against Brentford to become the youngest player in Premier League history. Hashtag NBC Sports. Hashtag Premier League. Null. Lenovo GeForce RTX 4090 graphics card for Legion pre-built PCs pictured some more. Huge triple-slot cooler. WCCF Tech. More alleged pictures of Lenovo's GeForce RTX 4090 graphics cards for their Legion pre-built gaming PC have been leaked. More alleged pictures of Lenovo's GeForce RTX 4090 graphics cards for their Legion pre-built gaming PC have been leaked. The new pictures show us the front of the shroud, which looks as massive as it. Plus 3347 chars. Another big rate hike is coming. Lather. Rinse. Repeat. CNN. The Federal Reserve's upcoming meeting on Wednesday will be one for the history books. The Fed will either raise rates by 0.75 of a point for the third consecutive time to 3%, or it will hike them by an unprecedented 1 full percentage point to 3%. A version of this story first appeared in CNN Business before the Bell newsletter. Not a subscriber? You can sign up right here. The Federal Reserve's upcoming meeting on Wednesday will be one for TH. Plus 5607 chars. Start your week smart. Queen Elizabeth II. Taiwan. Puerto Rico. Japan. Pelosi. CNN. Here's what you need to know to start your week smart. There are countless companies out there gloating about their environmental responsibility initiatives. But only one is going all in. The founder of Patagonia, which makes about $100 million per year. Plus 5136 chars. Ethan Nwaneri, 15 years old, becomes youngest player in Premier League history. NBC Sports. NBC Sports. 15-year-old Ethan Nwaneri makes his Arsenal debut against Brentford to become the youngest player in Premier League history. Hashtag NBC Sports. Hashtag Premier League. Null. Having a history of psychological distress may trigger long COVID. Study says. CNN. If you suffer from anxiety, depression or loneliness, or feel stressed or worry frequently about COVID-19, you may be at higher risk of developing long COVID. A new study found you may have up to a 50% higher risk of developing long COVID-19 if you suffer from common psychiatric issues such as anxiety or depression. A recent study found signs of the malady can include bridge. Plus 6071 chars. Scientists thought a bacteria was harmless. They were wrong. SciTech Daily. An international study led by Singapore scientists discovers bacteria previously thought harmless can worsen existing lung disease. A team of international scientists has discovered that Neisseria, a genus of bacteria that lives in the human body, is not as. Scientists have discovered that a type of bacteria is not as harmless as previously thought. It can actually cause infections in patients with bronchiectasis, asthma, and chronic obstructive pulmonary. Plus 11042 chars. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to face the team they just can't shake. CNN. The U.S. most popular sport is back for what is sure to be another exciting season. The U.S. most popular sport is back for what is sure to be another exciting season. Week 1 of the National Football League was no exception, with 7 season opening games decided by 3 points or plus 5988 chars. Games that push the brain to the limit get scientists' attention in Fight Against Dementia. The Wall Street Journal. Specialized video games promise a workout for your brain. Scientists are studying whether they can ward off dementia. Null. One underappreciated economic indicator is deeply negative. Washington Examiner. One housing indicator bodes especially poorly for the economy. One housing indicator bodes especially poorly for the economy. Homebuilder confidence, which gauges the market conditions in the single-family construction space. has plummeted over the past few mo. Plus 5385 chars. Chaka Zulu, manager of rapper Ludacris, is charged with murder in June restaurant shooting, CNN. Music executive Chaka Zulu, the longtime manager of rapper Ludacris and co-founder of his record label, was charged with murder this week for a June shooting at an Atlanta restaurant that left one person dead. Authorities said. Music executive Chaka Zulu, the longtime manager of rapper Ludacris and co-founder of his record label, was charged with murder this week for a June shooting at an Atlanta restaurant that left one person plus 1954 chars. Post Malone takes nasty fall on stage during concert. Helped off by medics. TMZ. Post Malone took a super nasty fall on stage. It was so bad, medics had to help him off and the fans didn't know whether to wait it out or pack it in. Post Malone took a super nasty fall on stage. It was so bad, medics had to help him off and the fans didn't know whether to wait it out or pack it in. It happened Saturday night in St. Louis at th. Plus 1698 chars. 4 cups of tea a day can help keep diabetes away, say Chinese scientists. The Guardian. Black, green or oolong teas linked to reduced risk of developing type 2 form of the disease. Tea black, green or oolong teas linked to reduced risk of developing type 2 form of the disease. Sunday, 18 September 2022, 00:02 British Summer Time. Drinking plenty of tea, at least 4 cups a day, can help reduce the risk of plus 2851 chars. Scientists say these mysterious diamonds came from outer space. SciTech Daily. Strange diamonds from an ancient dwarf planet in our solar system may have formed shortly after the dwarf planet collided with a large asteroid about 4.5 billion years ago. A team of scientists says they have confirmed the existence of Lonsdaleite, a rare hex. Professor A.N.D. Tompkins left from Monash University with RMIT University PhD scholar Alan Salek and a Uri-Light meteor sample. Credit. RMIT University. Strange diamonds from an ancient dwarf planet I. Plus 4493 chars. Ozzie Albies suffers fractured right pinky finger. MLB Trade Rumors. September 18. The Braves have officially placed Albies back on the injured list, albeit the 10-day EL, to fill the and. September 18. The Braves have officially placed Albies back on the injured list, albeit the 10-day EL, to fill the vacant 28-man roster spot. Rylan Bannon has been called up from AAA Gwinnett. Plus 3144 chars. How to create and edit custom themes for Gboard on your Android device using Artboard apps. XDA Developers. Dive into the world of Gboard custom theming like a pro using Artboard Theme Creator and Artboard Patcher. Read on to know more. In the never-ending customizable world of Android, hobbyists and modders alike are on a constant journey to make our devices better match our personalities. We like to tweak anything and everything. W. Plus 5233 chars. Goldman Sachs cuts 2023 outlook for U.S. growth. Fox Business. Goldman Sachs is cutting its forecast for U.S. growth domestic product in 2023 to 1.1% from 1.5% as monetary policy tightens. Goldman Sachs sees the Federal Reserve acting aggressively to tighten monetary policy through the rest of the year. That has Goldman cutting its U.S. gross domestic product for 2023 and sees the UN plus 1567 chars. Superstar abductions. WWE Top 10. Sept. 18. 2022 WWE. Watch Dexter Lumis. The Boogeyman. Kane and more WWE superstars take other superstars. Stream WWE on Peacock https pck.tv/3xp0iwp in the US and on WWE Net. Null. One death reported as Tropical Storm Fiona is forecast to become a hurricane before hitting Puerto Rico. CNN. Tropical Storm Fiona could strengthen into a hurricane by the time it hits Puerto Rico on Sunday, bringing with it the threats of flooding and mudslides. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center said, CNN, Tropical Storm Fiona could strengthen into a hurricane by the time it hits Puerto Rico on Sunday, bringing with it the threats of flooding and mudslides. The latest update from the National HR plus 2994 chars. Pancreatic cancer. The gnawing sign that can signal a tumor spreading. Express. Once pancreatic cancer travels to other parts of your body, gnawing pain can ring the alarm bells. Null. What scientists are learning from the James Webb Space Telescope's images. PBS NewsHour. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope launched last Christmas and released its first image in July, providing the deepest and sharpest view we've ever seen of Null. Mandel's final thoughts. Leipold brings Kansas to life. How high is the Jayhawks' ceiling? The Athletic. Iowa's first TDs of the season were accompanied by a lengthy weather delay in Iowa City that brought Week 3 into the early hours of Sunday. And now, 20 final thoughts from Week 3, which began Friday evening and, thanks to the weather in Iowa, threatened to bleed into the early NFL games on Sunday. 1. No doubt this column will be full of plus 11374 chars. GTA 6 gameplay leaks online in over 90 videos of early footage. Windows Central. Rockstar Games' next GTA entry faces a mega leak with over 90 videos showcasing an all-edged build of the project. Less than greater than Lee greater than the first alleged footage of the next Grand Theft Auto game has leaked online, with over 90 videos showcasing its engine, gameplay, and more from an early development build. Less than Lee greater than Lee greater than the Histo. Plus 2113 chars.